All right, preparation. This will be, again, preparation. This is between review. Okay. Actual review questions 26 to 50. And this is going to be really important as I have the mic up a little bit hot. Let's drop it down some. 26 to 50. 26 to 50. Here we go. We have actual questions. And we got the four choices. And right now, you got to spend time watching the video while you listen to this. You got to see the choices. They're pretty complex choices. You got to see all four choices and see the answer to the choice of the paragraph. That's the only way. You can't memorize the answer. You got to see it in the choices. So the options we are: create a timeline of events detailing timestamps, user account, host name, IP address associated with activities. B. Ensure the case details do not reflect any user identifiable password. Protect evidence to restrict access to personnel related to investigation. C. Create a code name for the investigation in the ticketing system so that all personnel with access will not be able to easily identify the HR related investigation. D. Notify the SOC manager for awareness after information that a security was intentional. Okay. Community voted B. B was what they voted. The correct answer is B. Ensure that the case details do not reflect any user identifiable information password. And then also, comma, protect the evidence and restrict access to personnel related to the investigation. What's the scenario? Connecting it to. And this is question 25. 25. This is topic one. The security alert was triggered when a end user tried to access a website that was not allowed per organizational policy. Since the action was considered terminable, the SOC analyst collects authentication logs, web logs, temporary files. You're going to do all that, reflecting the web searches from the user's workstation to build a case for the investigation. Which of the following is the best way to ensure that the investigation complies with the HR policies? Ensure the case details do not reflect any personal information, password protect the evidence, restrict access to personnel related to the investigation. I said all that in a few minutes. I got to keep my screen on because I want to make sure I can see how many minutes it takes me to talk. I'm going to speed myself up. It may take a while to do all these questions, but as you say them out loud in your speed, remember your brain can think a lot faster than I talk. And then, so the great part about that is when I play this back, the faster I go, hallelujah, the my brain hears it and it sinks in. So let's put on this 30 steps. Put never right now. Let's plug in the charger because it's gonna be taking battery power as it's being used, sucking out, and we get to put a timer in. Not right now. And so we're gonna hit the button. Hit the button, okay? These are timestamps I'm making. Question 25 is on topic one. If you look at all the questions, it says topic one on every one of them. So that doesn't matter. Okay. There are a lot of questions that I see right now. They are not doing quote unquote, well, they get pops ups, but I don't see any quote simulations. So when I talk to tomorrow, I'm gonna say, listen, if these simulations that I'm doing here are gonna be on the test, let's go over the simulations. Because right now, if we're going so fast and I'm by myself and you're only teaching me, I want the same thing. If everyone else in this class, I want the same level. And there's different people. So I want, and you just read me the actual piece of paper, but to explain to me the why, not just the who, what, when, and where, but why that simulation answer was that answer. That's what I want. Because then I'll be able to say, okay, when I see that, I understand the why. And that's one of the reasons why we have a problem on these tests. Okay, so I'll come back and we'll go back to 26. Next question. And we'll get to 26. There we go. All right, 26. All right, agree on plans and goals of the plan. Determine the site to be used during a disaster. Demonstrate adherence to the standard disaster recovery process. Identify applications to be run in a disaster during a disaster. The question: which of the following is a first step that should be performed when establishing a disaster recovery plan? Now this is the DRP, not the business continuity plan. The first steps are the steps for business continuity and there's steps for disaster recovery. For disaster recovery, the first one is agree on the goals and objectives of the plan. Sounds really blatant, but on disaster recovery, you want to agree on the goals and objectives. It's 739. Next, we got testing, validation, implementation, validation, and rollback. Testing, implementation, validation, and rollback. What is the question? You, the technician, you identify a vulnerability in a server and patch it and applies a software patch. Which of the following should be the next step after you apply that software patch? Validate that patch. Validation. Registry change, rename computer, new account introduced, privilege escalation. Registry change, okay, new account introduced, rename computer, a privilege escalation. Where's the problem? Here's the situation. You got an analyst reviews this question 28. Analyst reviews the following endpoint. They show you this line. This is PowerShell. Invoke command, computer name, client computer 1, credential, XYZ company / administrator - script book host name, client computer 1. Then you see invoke command, invoke command, computer name, client computer 1 - credential, XYZ / administrator / script block. I said book, I meant to say block. And then in parentheses, net space user / ADD space I invoke _U1. And what was U1? This question was U1. And it's called a new account introduced. That is the answer. It's called a new account introduced. They're introducing a new account. Not to get confused with a registry change. And how would you know? Well, number one, it says invoke and it's giving you a computer name. This is PowerShell. So you got to instantly recognize you're in PowerShell. Since you haven't been in PowerShell to today, you're still new to that. You just haven't had to do it in my job. But I'm learning whole new commands, whole new stuff. Next, we're going to talk about data enrichment, security control plane, threat feed combination, single pane of glass. Things that we learned today. And normally what my band said, and this is real true, he said if you really want to pass this test, do 100 questions a day. But remember, we got 257. So if you divide 257 by 4, that's really how many questions that we should do every night. Okay, so the calculator. And I was shocked because when I told her it was 750, it was like, oh yeah, I know. So 260 and divide that by 5. 52 questions. So about roughly 52 questions a day. I'm going to try to do 50 now. It's tough, but we got a long 3 hours. I really focus on these questions first, and then we'll go through the class and hear her talk, record everything, but get the questions done. And then also the lab. And the lab is hard because it covers a lot. And there's like 3 hours of labs, and they only give you so many minutes on the CompTIA lab, as I found. And I'm really frustrated because if that is the lab, then this $3,000. Let's make this clear. This $3,000. I want my $3,000. Oh yeah, cover. That's how I look at it. Give me my $3,000 worth of education here. I'm taking a boot camp, and if you think about that, a boot camp is a class. It's a semester class. This is one class, but I'm taking over 5 days, but it's a semester worth of information. It's nothing to play around with. That's why I know I deserve to get money, because this is how we learn in the real world. So, amen. Let's go to my Gmail real quick. It's like I had to kind of think about it for a moment. Shit. Amen. And I sent this information at 3 o'clock for Jalen. We'll start this. Yep, it is. And you see two of them. There's two. Yep. And you see there's all the information right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that is it. That is it. Okay. I hate to be having to ask for help, but that is it. So when I go on here, I don't want to even play with that, because you see it's scalable, and once you log in, you gotta close it, and if you can log into the lab, you gotta play with the lab, and I'm not ready to go to lab right now, but it's good. Single pane of glass. Single pane of glass. So now after it's class 28, 29 is gonna be single pane of glass. What is single pane of glass? Data enrichment, security control plane, threat feed combination, single pane of glass. Single pane of glass is what you hit. I'm at 11 minutes. God damn, I'm taking 5 minutes per question. All right. Security program was able to achieve a 30% in the MTTR, right? Meantime MTTR. We learned that from Security Plus. What was MTTR? Mean time to repair. Mean time to repair. By integrating security controls to a scene. The analyst no longer has to jump between the tools. What is best describes what that program did. It put everything into a single pane of glass. Single pane of glass. Next question. Got it. All right, we get a big one, tough one. Question 30. Give you a picture of basically a Nmap scan. As you practice doing Nmap, you're going to learn these scans. You have not done them before. Nmap scan. Now, the answers to this are, and they give you a lot of information. It shows you port state service. Port state service is running a port scan on the ports of that particular Office Roku player. On an Office Roku player. And it's looking at the 100 scan ports filter on MAC address. So you're looking at a MAC address called Roku. We're looking at all the ports, okay? And we got LANs and we got ports. Which of the following choice should you look at first, Howie? Howie, you got 5 choices. 5 choices. The answer is P4WNP 1 underscore ALOA.LAN or 192.168.86.56. .86.56. So that is, look at the addresses. You see them, it's the very first one. The very first one is the one you should look at, the one at the top. And that's the one. Now, why you should look at that, we're going to learn that later. But the answer is that first, the E, 56.56. Is she going to explain it? I doubt that. It doesn't matter. But by us going through, she's doing this at the beginning of the class, and she never goes back to it. Notify law enforcement, secure the scene, seize all related evidence, interview the witness. Notify law enforcement, secure the scene, basically seize all related evidence, interview the witness. Probably the question going to be something like this. What's the first thing you do? So when starting an investigation, what must be done first? Yeah, that's how you predicting the question. Secure the scene. Secure the scene. And I'm not sure they're going to use the same one, but that's the right answer. All right. A lead should review what is documented on the incident response plan. So you should do that. Okay. Then, management levels of the CSRT should make that decision. The lead has authority to decide who to communicate with at any time. Subject matter experts on the team should communicate with others within a specified area of expertise. Answer is the lead should review what is documented in the incident response policy or plan. So what would the question be? What could the question be if the answer is the lead should review what is documented in the incident response policy or plan? Let's see what they said the question is. Which of the following best describes how the CSIRT team, and you should know what the CSIRT team is, and what is the CIRSIT team is? All right, what is that? I know. Go look it up again. What is it? Well, I'm not gonna play it around. My brain has a brain fart. We're gonna pull it up. Let's go back and let's pull up our wonderful book. And I think they gave us the book, didn't they? Did I get the copy of the book? You know what? He never gave me a copy of that book, did he? No. He gave me a lot of other extra great pieces, but never gave me a copy of the book. I don't have a electronic copy of that damn book. And remember, it costs $3,000. You got a document of how much this shit costs. So let's not get twisted. That's why I'm going to class. Because just think about this for a moment. It costs $3,000 for that class. An average class costs that much. That's right. Then you multiply it times 5. That's $15,000. Exactly. That's a full year right there. And that's times 4 is 60. So this is an actual class. That's why I know I qualify. Even if the class is 40 weeks, the amount of study I must do on my own requires that. And people, my friend, that's why they say you got a year, because it takes that long to really learn information. That's why they give me a year. Okay, next. The answer is, what should the CSRT lead determines what should be done? The lead, you, should review what is documented in the incident response policy or plan. Next, firewalls, logs, indicators of compromise, IOCs versus IOAs, risk assessment, access control lists. B, indicators of compromise, IOCs. That is the answer. What do you think the question is? Indicators of compromise. A new cybersecurity analyst, you are tasked with creating an executive briefing on possible threats within the organization. Which of the following will you, Hank, produce that's needed for the briefing? What's needed for the briefing is indicators of compromise, IOCs. Question 33. Question 34. We have beaconing, cross-site scripting. We have buffer overflow, I think. Make sure. Yes, and PHP traversal. We must know there's going to be a test question on PHP traversal and buffer overflow and cross-site scripting. But the right answer is beaconing. Brand new term. I have not heard a call talk about it very briefly. Let's go over here and let's go down to find it. Control F and look it up. And what is beaconing? All right, now this is chapter 11, so we're already in 11. Beaconing is in that chapter. All right, so now let's go find what beaconing is, and let's highlight it. Explore beaconing, intrusion, and IOCs. Notice they're asking a question that honestly, as I told you, because the domains are not right, this is not correct. Why are you teaching outside the domains? If anything, you should be teaching within domains so us to understand. But I read and I learn for $3,000. All right, so beaconing. Beaconing is basically this. The attacker issues a commands to the resources in this pool, okay? And basically, command can be everything from a simple ping or heartbeat to verify that the computer bot is alive in a botnet, and that's a process called beaconing. Or the issue command can be more malicious. So a ping command, just to say, hey, a beacon, a light, a flash, a beacon. Remember, a beacon draws light. So that is called beaconing. Now, let's see if there's another answer there. Let's see, beaconing. There's beaconing again, beaconing, a lot of beaconing, beaconing, in the appendix. That's it. Come on. Beaconing. What describes the host communication to a remote CNC system? That's the answer. Beaconing. Beaconing. Look at that. Look how you can see that one word. Here's the glossary definition. Now we move it. Beaconing means a network node to advertise its presence and establish a link with other nodes, such as a beacon management frame sensed by an access point. Legitimate software appliances do this, but also remote access Trojans do it as well with the command and control server. Yeah, beaconing. Good job. Let's go back to the questions. So, an analyst knows there is an internal device sending HTTP traffic with additional characters in a header known to a malicious IP. Beaconing. In another country. Beaconing. Which of the following describes the analyst done? Beaconing. And now I have the answer. I've read it and I've researched it. Next four choices. And it's a little complex. Long sentences, guys. And I don't have an answer yet, but I'm going to record it for the video. All right. Change the display filter to ftp.active.port. Change the display filter to tcp.port equals 20. Change the display filter to ftp-data and follow the TCP streams. Navigate the file menu and select FTP from the export objects option. 4 choices, the answer is C. Just change the display filter to FTP-data and follow the TCP streams. Change the display filter to FTP data and follow the streams. So what does that mean? Security alert is reviewing a packet capture from Wireshark. You see an FTP session from a potentially compromised machine. So I'm gonna highlight here, and I should start doing this. Highlight that little phrase. If I see potentially compromised machine, think FTP data, follow TCP stream. That's going to be how you connect the paragraph to the sentence to help speed up the answer, since these are the questions for the test as they want us to pass. Okay, FTP. Another thing, you don't need all that extra stuff, just that part right there. All right. Next question. SLA, MOU, NDA, limit of liability. Ooh, SLA. Well, we know what SLA is. A binding agreement. So look for the word binding agreement. Contractual obligations. There it is. That last part. Contractual obligations. And that is SLA. There it is. And so once you find the answer, you know. External, agent-based, non-credential, and then credential. B, agent-based. What is an agent-based scan? Agent-based scan. Agent-based scan. We just went over that today. Agent-based. I like this because it's going to take us all through the book without having to move pages. Agent-based scan, yes. Page 98, 108, 108, 19, and 110. Let's go to 98. 98, 108, 109, and 110. So let's see what goes forward. Agent-based scans, there it is. Yes, got it. Found it. Thank you. Agent-based scans require installation of a small special purpose software designed to collect information from the endpoint and pass it to the vulnerability scanner. Okay, as a small endpoint program, small software, special purpose software. So going to look at that question, look at the answer. Companies, the geographically diverse net workforce with different dynamic IPs, vulnerability scanning with reduced network traffic. Wow, so this is going to be vulnerability scanning with reduced network traffic. that probably is going to be that's the only thing that's going to ping this. Now, if I go back to the book, it says less producing less overhead on the server and it's simplified communication across the firewall. Right there. Right there. Yes. Right there. Less overhead on the server. Good. So that's the one question going to be. There's two questions here. What is the agent-based scan, and the other one is here. That next question. All right. RCE reverse shell cross-site scripting SQL injection. Answers reverse shell. I have not seen a reverse shell yet. So let's look at a reverse shell. Shout out to search. All right, reverse shells. Ooh, there we go. Page 217. Reverse shell. What question is that? 39. All right. Oh, I can do that. I like that. You put it right there. Good. Just highlight there. Good. Okay. Now, what is reverse shell? Damn. 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 Wow. This is a whole damn world, man. Wow. A new world. Netcat, Bash, Python. Another test question. Outstanding. We got to work on that. Look at that. Okay, let's go back. All right, reverse shell. Here we go. In text exploit attempting this command. And if you look at it, and this is giving an example of the command. And you go look at this. Put a point here, a note. See page. Was it 217? Okay. Cool. You gotta spend once you spend time reading that, you'll get that. Scope weaponization CVSS asset value. The weaponization comment. Weaponization. Weaponization. Scope weaponization CVSS asset value. It's good stuff what I'm doing right now because I'm learning. I'm adding stuff in. I'm using the search menu to get the definitions from the book. In essence, I'm opening up the book. And look, you type in weapon, I got 7 sections in the whole book. That brings up. So that is under 2.3. So that's section 2, domain 2. That's number 1. That question, domain 2 question. Under exploitability and weaponization, chapter 6. We just went over that earlier today, chapter 6 on May 21st. Topic B. Okay. Next. Here's the question. What is the second phase of the cyber kill chain? We have not got to that question yet. It's coming. But that is a review question on methodology frameworks. All right. And that obviously, if you go back and you look at the mapping, methodology frameworks, what is that under? Well, we said chapter 2, domain 2, was talking about a lot of domain 1. Domain 2, vulnerability management is domain 2, right? And then we get into, let's talk about it. You see anything in regards to the question, cyber kill methodology frameworks? No, I don't. Find out what methodology frameworks are at, and I can tell you where to think, and you can put in your head in that right spot. Methodology frameworks. All right, let's go back up to 2, and it's search. There's methodology. Here we go. I said methodology, sorry. Here we go. It's 3. So this domain 3. Domain 3. There's methodology frameworks. So this is all incident response and management domain. Incident response, and there is a cyber kill chain, chapter 10. So this is chapter 10 questions. When I go here, as I look at this, put a note here, chapter 10 question. Wow, good. That's right. Good job. That's smart right there, man. We can go through and we can like tell what chapter it's from, and that allows us to know, okay, that's a chapter 10 questions, question 39. But you see, it's covering multiple shit that you don't know yet. So it's kind of, but it's because of got you. Nice. Okay. And here's the information. The text an exploit attempting with this command, exploit keyword, reverse shell. Come back to their weaponization. We got that. What was weaponization? Older CVA with a vulnerability score of 7.1 was elevated due to 9.8 widely available, due to a widely available elevated to score. There we go. That's the keyword. Elevated to a widely available exploit. It was weaponized. A widely available exploit being used to deliver ransomware. We weaponized it. Okay. Now this one is an analyst on a vulnerability report using, and this is a vulnerability severity CVS version 3 host IP crown jewel exploit available. Yes or no? So we get these type of vulnerabilities. Wow. Oracle patches, Microsoft Windows security updates, all these different severities. Highest is this DOL. Okay. Which should be patched first? Well, it's going to be the 54.15, but I don't see 15. So we got 17. Is 17 there? Yeah. Is 98 there? No. Oh, yeah, 98's there. So we got 17 and 98. Which one should be patched first? Man. They both are log 4. I gotta say right now 17, but let's see what it says. D 28. Whoa. 28. 8.2. Damn it, you weren't looking. You look at the severity, but not the CVS score. Okay, put a note here. Make sure all right. Good way of noting that. Amen. All right. So the 8.2s, You got 10. You got 10, 10, 52, 56. Is there a 10, 10? Nope, nope. So the only one is at 54.70, 4.100.2128. That's an easy question, man. That is just basically understanding what to look for. All right. Next, all right, we got credentialized network scanning, passive scanning, agent-based scanning, dynamic scanning, credentialized network scanning. Again, go to the map, credentialized network scanning. Tell you exactly what domain. Domain 2.0. So domain, what domain is it? Domain, chapter 5, domain 2.1. All right, chapter 5. Sorry, I forgot to put the domain institute. Chapter 5, domain 2.1. And then what is 2.1? Vulnerability should be vulnerability management. Vulnerability management. Notice something else. We did community vote. She's not doing anything about explaining, whereas the other guy did the explaining. You're not doing it here. See my point? Vulnerability management, domain 2.0, and it with credential network scanning. And the answer is that. Also, credential network scanning. Go to the book. And there it is. Credential stand. Credential. Here we go. Page 98. Page 98. Page 98 book. Can't hear that noise. Man. Yeah. Oh, I know where I'm hearing from. Well, I appreciate Shay asking me questions. I mean, about her friend passing away, but it was like, why are you asking me something about her life in a negative sense? Because you're atheist. What's your point in talking to me about it? Because you're atheist? I mean, hey, we can always talk about you too. Don't get they want to spell them, but many of them have loans out the wazoo. They can't punch. Damn, it's good. I mean, this guy is good. Sorry. This guy is good. Wow. This guy is good. Headlock attempt. Headlock triangle choke. Arm bar. It's like 5 moves he knows very well. It switches off. Like, damn, I'll be next to man's growing and shit. Triangle choke. Wow. All right, brother. Damn, you good, man. Damn is good. See, if you go low, he got you. He got. It's like either way you go with these guys, jiu-jitsu is nasty. But you go low, you got him. You go high, you got him. And like, dang. Just don't fight. All right, so let's keep going back. Come back. I told you where it's at. Go back. Next question. This one is trying to identify anomalies in network routing. I want to try to find the section. Hearing that beep sound. I thought it is. It is that. Okay, go back to down. Down. Hit the button. Yeah. Right now it should go away now. And the answer is C with this grep and the grep command. Now what type of issue is that? Notice there's nothing explaining at all. Notice that you don't explain it at all. For $3,000. Sorry, 3,900. Excuse me. What could I use? What functions could I use on a shell script? A shell script, okay? And that's the next level to learn. Shell scripting. So this comment, shell scripting. Page, domain, and there we go. So first off, domain and the page. Shell scripting. There's shell. There it is. Programming languages. Domain 1.3, chapter 13. Ain't that something? 1.3, chapter 13. So domain 1.3, chapter 13, programming languages. Programming languages. Page number. What page is that? And we go over here. We type in shell scripting. And the scripting. And there it is. All right, shell scripting concepts. The page number 289, 279. Let's go more. Beautiful. And more. Shell scripting. That's it. And there's just 280. Like a bash or power shell. Repetitive. All right. Shell, C shell, born again shell, disease shell. Wow, common shell commands. Oh wow. Cat, tail, head, touch. Wow, administrative shell. SSH client. Bash shell and loops. Oh yeah. Told you this is no joke. Ubuntu arithmetic. Oh, there's arithmetic shell. Boolean operators. On the arithmetic we have Boolean. If else statements. If else. While loops. While loops. Gets on and on. It gets on and on. Redirection. Windows PowerShell. Think about it now. What is Windows PowerShell? And now you understand why they call it PowerShell. Ha! It's a shell. God damn it. I never worked in this before, man. So it's like it's like I'm learning something new, right? God, oh man. Alright, so where we at? Quest 43? I think we're gonna do 25, but I'm gonna take my time on this. It's good. Say 18. So we don't know this yet. We know that's the right answer, but I'm gonna learn what and why later on. You got the information. Okay, next question, 44. You got implement step up authentication for administrators, improve employee training and awareness, increase password complexity, deploy mobile device management. Answer is B. So good news, I'm able to write on this. So just like it's because she not doing the right thing. That's what motherfucker. I don't care. So add a comment, and the comment, of course, is once again domain, then page, then pages or page. What else? Domain, page. You need domain. You need a page, and there's one more thing. What I say up here? Okay, then the chapter, the main page and chapter, yeah, chapter and book. So, domain name, a chapter and book. Domain, page, chapter, chapter number, and then page and book. So domain, chapter number, and page and book is what you need. So again, this is called, as we can see, this is employee training and awareness. So employee training and awareness. Hmm. Hmm. They say training and awareness. Here we go. There it is. Right there. Action plans. Okay. 4.0, chapter 7, domain 4.1. Chapter 7, domain 4.1. This is chapter 7. 7 topic. And this is chapter 7 topic B. Chapter 7 topic B. Good job. Alright, man. We alright. Well, I'm learning, brother. Fuck her. Uh-huh. The rest is gonna be the hard part and just watching video. Guy, you good, man. You good. Alright. Yeah, it was a great. I went to that park. It's so funny. I went to that, and it's crazy. I was dating Marianne Tiger, and I wanted to go, but she ended up going to see a man that she did not marry, cheating on, double timing me. So funny. Man, that boy's good. I'm not gonna lie. We found a new. Hey, there's always a Hebrew Israelite up there, baby. There's always a Hebrew Israelite. Shout out to my Hebrew Israelites out there. Every time you knock us down, there's another one. There's another one. Another one. Okay. What page is that course on? What was the name before? All right. Okay. Lesson 7: Awareness, Education, and Training. So awareness, lesson 7, topic B. So find lesson 7, 9, 8, 7, 6. We're gonna spend time right here. So, yeah. Excuse me. Lesson 7, topic B. So right here. All right. This is one page 140. Page 140. Hmm. Mm. That number still work? Yeah, it should. Yeah, still works. Okay, move body. Hey, move. Somebody just gave me a call. So let's check out the actual call. Search. Name was Good. Our next one, 46. Talking what, 55 minutes, but we said a lot. Okay, guys. Next, determine the sophistication of an audience that the report is meant for. Include references and sources of information on the first page. Include a table of contents outlining the entire report. Decide on the color scheme that will effectively communicate metrics. Which of the following is the best way, keyword best way, to begin preparation for the report titled What We Learned? The best way to begin for the report, the best way to begin. Okay, and that best way to begin obviously is the best way to begin. That's the catchword. So we underline that. It's going to be A, determine the report what it's meant for. Determine what the audience is meant for. I can write reports, but you know I'm right now scared. I'm 49 years old and I'm fucking scared, and it's like I can't believe this because now everyone's younger than me, and I didn't start at 19. And it's like God it confirmed it to me. Like every time I try to work hard, it's always something else I don't know. A white motherfucking woman that's a bitch who roadblocks me and gate. But that's why I'm gonna make website and my URL, all that shit. But I still am not gonna know every goddamn thing. And then they call in my past and they said, well, he don't know this. Well, it was WebEx. It was one damn thing you were doing. And I wasn't implementing, I wasn't help desk. And that was a big thing about that job. I was never help desk, and I get that. All right, upload the binary to an air gap sandbox for analysis. Okay. Send binaries to an antivirus vendor. Execute binaries on an environment with an internal connectivity. Query the hash file using a program called VirusTotal. Answer. Well, let's look at the question. Security analysis perform an investigation into performing multiple target windows with malware binaries. And we learned about binaries is where these malwares are stored. Okay. Gather intelligence without disclosing. That's the goal. You want to gather intelligence without disclosing information to the attackers. That's another main point. Okay. It's going to be, you want to air gap it. Air gap sandbox. Therefore, no one can get access because you air gap. You prevent a connection to that. Number 47. Which of the following help minimize human engagement and aid in the process in the security operations? A source. That's it. Now, and again, we need to go back and I need to put in here where these are, where it should be. So I've got domains. I've got all that. So now, where would this be? Air gap sandbox. So we need to go make a comment, and what we're gonna do this like we did before. It's gonna be domain, number, chapter, number, and then page number. All right, we got all three. Okay. So we're gonna now go with it's called air gap. So go up here to air gap. Go look in training. This is excellent tool you're doing here. Air. Right. Okay. So it won't be into that. Go into here. There's air gap. Got one section. And there it is right there. Wow. That's all. And network separation. So there we go. There it is right there. Okay. That's all you got, huh? What about network segmentation then? Must be under that domain. So we got network segmentation. There's all the network sockets, network systems. There's all the different options. I got network segmentation. Okay. That'd be page 53. Software defined networks. Just put that in there. All right, so go here. Got page 53. And what chapter is that? It's going to be chapter 1. And that's only what lesson is that? This is in this is chapter 3. Chapter 3. Hey. So this will be domain number. Alright, and then this is of course what we call this? Reviewing system network architecture. Network architecture. Alright, network architecture. So go here and you'll find where chapter 3 is at. And that'll tell you where it is in what book. What that's 2. There's 4. 13. Alright. 1.1, that's topic. That's 3. Oh, there we go. It's in 1.1. Domain 1.1. Very first. Shay looked at me real weird today. She's like, domain 1.1. Okay. That's a lot. Funny, the community voted, and I'm like, okay, who was the community voted on this? Because that's Shay backing in right now. It's what, 8:30? Yeah. So, that's a black man who knows I need to smell good. She burned more calories than I am, so I can't beat her on that. Got to get out there. All right, next question. SOAR 47. Did I tell you about the SOAR? Okay, you should know where that's at. We've been talking about that already, but I want to make sure. Go here to mapping. Should be out there, and that's going to be 1.3 chapter 10 topic A. 1.3 chapter 10 topic A. Okay, and that's the thing. We ain't got to chapter 10 yet. We out of order. 1.3 chapter 10 topic A. 1.3. Page. And then we're going to chapter 10 page topic A. That starts. We'll get that tomorrow. And we are actually we need to go through that now. Add the question, answers to the questions. But I want to let this sink in. Like my girl, like I said, chapter 10, topic A, page 188. So these are really, when you look at them, ain't no joke. Yeah, it's covering a lot. And what's the name of the domain? 1.3. 1.3 is given a scenario, appropriate tools to determine malicious activity. Given a scenario, appropriate tools to determine malicious activity. So that right there is really in that part, which would help minimize human engagement and aid in the process. It's gonna be a SOAR. It's not a scene. It's a SOAR. Be careful though. That's a SOAR. 48. Avoid transfer. Okay. I like that my computer's turning. I love that. My computer's turning soft. Thank you. Thank you. Avoid, transfer, accept, mitigate. Thank you. Oh, so beautiful. Avoid, transfer, accept, mitigate. Now, this is what we're talking about. Avoid, transfer, risk assessment. They said after doing that risk assessment, the risk score was too high. The COS refused the software request. What? Oh yes. What following risk management process did the CISO select? Okay, that's now we got risk transfer, we got risk mitigate, we got risk avoid. We're avoiding risk. We're moving that risk out. So the question is, what domain, what chapter, what page? Hey Shay, how you doing? I'm doing good too. And I'm working hard. Oh, wait a minute. You got your water like me?
You said what now?
You got your water like me? You got eternal water?
No water. It's hand soap.
Okay.
We ran out of hand soap.
I'm sorry to hear that. I don't wash my hands that much, so I don't know what they mean, but I'm glad you let me know that you use it a lot.
I stay on top of it.
I see. You always tell me about me washing my hands. I'm like, I know I'm not the culprit of that. Because if I was, I'll probably have used a lot of the soap. But
See, some things are worth doing, Hank.
some things like buying soap.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth doing.
It's worth doing.
You know what the phrase I use.
I heard that. Multiplicity of factors in common cause.
Quality of life.
Oh,
Quality of life.
quality of life. I never heard that phrase.
Yeah,
It's multiplicity of factors.
Well, remember I was saying how
So,
I wash dishes.
okay,
Quality of life.
risk management. Whichever way. Risk management is, let's look up where that's at. Yeah, Shay, so I'm right now working on my last few questions for my test, recording my practice exam, trying to document it. I got to let it sink in over the night. I'm going to keep over the next few weeks. But I am an audio learner. I can hear something. If I hear it 1,000 times, I lock it in. That's why I'm really good when you tell me stories. Because you're talking to me. You see what I'm saying? I'm good at hearing. I'm good at listening. I'm a good listener.
You are a good listener.
That's what I'm learning right now.
Yep.
You know? I'm trying to be a good seer too. I want to be both visual and auditory, but it's a very difficult part with auditory. I mean visual sometimes. But okay. So the question that we had was, again, after conducting a cybersecurity risk assessment for a new software request, the Chief Information Security Officer, me, decided the risk score was too high. So I refused the software request. What risk management principle did I select? I did risk avoidance. I avoided the risk. I was thinking about transfer, but that's not the right answer. It is risk avoidance. See, I want to also tell you something I did to your computer that you probably have not noticed because I don't think notice that your computers have this. I'm learning all kind of new things in my wonderful classes. But at nighttime, at 7 p.m., since you go to the computer at night and I see you at night, there's a dimming setting that you can schedule, which I've already set it up on your computer. You should notice by now that your screen turns more yellow at night for the fact that blue light has been known to make people stay awake. It messes with their circadian rhythms. So there's a actual scientific thing that Windows 11 gave us, that is, if you notice it, your office computer has a lot bluer tint, and that's normally during the day. We need blue light during the day, but after night, the sun goes down, we need less blue light. That's a good thing, my
Thanks
friend.
for
You're
caring.
welcome, my friend. Yes. Oh, my friend. You're welcome. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome, my beautiful hip, loving hip friend that told me about her girl that passed away. I'm so sorry, my beautiful hip friend.
She was one of the 5
Oh.
people. I told you there were 5. I knew 5 people who got their
I'm so sorry.
student loans
Oh,
forgiven.
that wasn't her. No.
She called me. She
No,
called me
no,
and said, I said,
no,
I'm so
Shay,
excited about
no.
you. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. How you feel? I feel for you.
Yeah, just,
Oh no, she just got her to do this loan repayment and she passed on. Lord, please, that's not what's supposed to happen, my Shay. No. Okay, so that's why I got to work out like you. So I don't have might happen to me because I got $38,000 on mine. I'm like I got to pay it off. Because I want to be a CYSA. And I can't have it happen to me. And I do. Oh, Shay, I'm so sorry. How does it make you feel?
And then she also, I don't know if I told you this, but she also called me to tell me
Oh no, not again.
that she called me to tell me that she was, I told you about how she
Yeah,
fell and
yeah.
she thought she had gout.
I listened
She
to
had
you.
posted it in Facebook.
Of course, we all do. People posted going to the hospital. People go to the emergency room. Everyone posts. That's how we get prayers. I got my people praying for Damien. I got my people praying for me. I post my job loss.
I'm not even in Facebook like that.
Yeah, I am. We are. She is obviously.
She was.
She's well. Why don't you go to her Facebook page and sign her list? Because condolences should be. It should be going all down. It's a eulogy page now.
Facebook friends.
Oh, you got to be. Okay, well, let me find out, man. Because this is crazy. Y'all not friends on Facebook. Well, y'all not friends then. I'm on Facebook and I get all my posts of my friends. Let me search her name real quick. What is her name?
LEISLE.
Okay, Miss Leslie L. Moody. Liesel M. Moody.
Yes.
No initials M.
I think so.
Yes. Well, there's a couple. Well, there's one. There's a couple. There's like 3 of them. God, well, that's in Texas, Charleston. This one is she. Where is she at? Is she in Atlanta?
Yeah, she's in Atlanta.
I'm looking. Does she have a? Does she look? This is her right here. With afro, with like more of a locks, with fake weave.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me
You get your glasses. Is there any of her friends named hold up. Maybe y'all let me see. Yeah, she lives in Atlanta, Georgia. No, that's that lady's in Atlanta. She has no intro or about section, no school to show. But she's not my friend, so I can't see her. But this is what I have. Is that her?
I don't think that's her.
Okay, so you would have recognized it by now. I mean, hello. All right, so go
Wait
back.
a minute. Go back, please.
I'm gonna go back. Let's
What's
look at her
this right
friends.
here? Isn't that
Sisterhood.
Delta?
Yeah, Delta.
That's her.
Oh, that's what
She
that.
don't look like that other person. What's that other person? Maybe that was her mother.
Well, it's Sisterhood Month.
Yeah,
That's her.
That's her.
She just passed away. Oh, dang, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Will you go back?
Yeah, we'll go back,
That was
Shay.
her mother.
I know what to do, Shay. Don't tell what I know what to do. Let's look at all the photos, Shay. That's all she has. I'm not her friend,
That must be
so I don't
her
have
mother.
access to her photos,
Does
Shay.
that person look like that person?
Well, they got different noses, but
Okay, then maybe that's.
but
her
look at her
mom.
friends. See if any of your friends match. We got Terry Lynn. We got some.
I want to see if I'm on there.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're well. Oh no, you have to look at us. Let's see. Search.
That's why I don't have. That's
You're
why I
not
didn't
there,
get it.
and you'll
That's
be
why I
Cheryl or Shay. How do you put your first
didn't-
name?
Shay.
You're not
That's
there,
why
Shay.
I didn't get that message that she
Oh.
posted.
Why you not friends? Y'all supposed to be close. She got 40. I know 40. She got 44 friends, so she don't even have that many friends. She only got 44 friends.
She
in
should
her
have
whole
all.
life.
She should have a lot more of our line than that.
Well, I don't see.
I don't see any of her line.
I don't see any of her line. Let's make sure that's her. And I'm sorry, Shay.
Let me see if
What's going
Katrina is on her line.
Okay.
I mean, is there Katrina?
Okay. Like that little leadership polls. Leadership polls. Try to lead. You can't lead. Can't lead me. Katrina.
Northington.
No KATR.
Oh,
You sure that's that Shay?
I know for a fact that's her, but what I'm trying to figure
I
out
don't know
is
that's the same person,
how
Shay.
she got. Maybe she got another site. Maybe she got another Facebook.
Well, we're gonna go. Let's look at it again. I go back and show everybody, and we'll show you. Go back to eyes, a little engineering skill. That's Leslie. Oh, that's she. That's her. That's her right there. This is her. That's her page.
Okay, what was that?
That was somebody else. But this is her. She got 1,000 friends.
Okay.
And you are friends. There's that right there. Why you your friend, Shay? There you are.
So you're able are you able to see any of her posts?
Oh wow. I can see her posts, yeah. Not all of them, no, because I'm not a friend. Till I had a friend, I can't see her posts.
Yeah, you can.
But now she's gone.
Yeah.
But you can. You can log into
I
her
can.
and you should see all her posts because when I look at her friends, the first one that pops up is one of my friends. And
she crossed.
Oh, Shay, let me give you a hug. Let me give you a woman love, man, a hug. This man's gonna give Mr. Howard's giving you a hug, my beautiful, delicious Shay. My friend was working hard and delicious and feminine, happy and trying to be in shape. Please go see, yeah. That's so sad. I'm so sorry. So sorry. My heart breaks. I know it's gotta be. I can't see. I would like to see her page. Yeah, what they saying about her. Okay, I can't wait to see what you say about her. What you write. What you put in there. Let's see if I can find any pictures. Let's see photos. See if she posts. Yeah, she got a few photos. Oh, she young. Oh, girl, she's gorgeous. And she had, oh my God, she's beautiful black sister. Golly, I dated a woman like remind me of Tammy a little bit. I mean, beautiful chocolate. Beautiful. She remind me of Tammy a little bit. Dark skin, yeah, like me, yeah. She with the glasses on. She's gonna, hey, beautiful. They're giving her all kind of love. There's a mom. There's a mom. She's a little bit old. Mom passed away. I'm so sorry. She gone with her mama. I know what that feels like. Well. Okay, yeah, so hey, I apologize. I got off topic. We at 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay. Next question, and then I'm gonna stop, take a little break. My mental mind's like tired. I've been studying since 9. 8 o'clock this morning, and almost 8 o'clock. 12 hours. Was 8:52? Yeah, 12-hour study. Okay, good job. Okay. So we left off on question number 48 or 49. Let's go back. We're at 48. Risk transfer. I know that's pretty easy. I'll go back and give you the locations of the pages later. Identify improvements or change in incident plan or procedures. Determine if an internal mistake. So Shay, you want me to take a shower and come in there? To do so, we'll be there. Oh, okay. Present all legal evidence collected and turn it over to law enforcement. Discuss financial impact of the incident to determine if the security controls are well spent. The answer is going to be A. Identify process improvement changes and incident procedures. Why? What's the catch of that? Which of the following steps, Hank, should be included in the lessons learned step after? That's the catch. After the incident. After the incident, we're going to do any improvement or changes. Any improvement. That's logical. Pretty simple. All right, and number 50. Single pane of glass. Yeah, we knew that was going to be single pane of glass. Yeah, baby. That's the single. Now, what's the phrasing of the question for this answer? Single pane of glass. A security operations team that I'm on is required to consolidate several threat feeds. That's it. Several threat feeds due to redundant tools, single pane of glass. Pretty simple. And then we get 52. The analyst is remediating items associated with the incident. The analyst isolated the vulnerability and is actively removing it from the system. Which of the following steps does the process describe? Answer: eradication. We're eradicating that virus. Eradication. That's interesting. All right. Isolation is 53. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm getting roll. Perform. No action until HR or legal counsel advise on next steps. Joe, a leading salesperson at the organization, has announced on social media he's going to leave his current role, start a new company that will compete with his current employer. Joe is soliciting current employer customers. However, Joe has not resigned or discussed this with any current supervisor at this time. Which of the following would be best action for the incident team to recommend? All right, and the answer would be perform no action until HR has been advised. All right, reduced administrative accounts, employee, IDS, conduct thorough incident response, enable SSO for enterprise applications. Answer is going to be A, reduce administrator and privileged access accounts. Okay? All right. Good. Gonna stop there.